The following program is for adult audiences only.
This is
Eric and Gord. What if we're right?
Live right now.
Are you ready?
Find and like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram.
Oh, did you?
Hi there. Happy Wednesday. It is February 17th, 2021. I'm Eric, talking at you once again from Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada, where politicians who argue in favor of free speech are really just arguing in favor of their right to keep lying to you.
Absolutely.
That's all they want to do. That's all they care about.
That's right. Free speech for them, not for everybody else.
Hey, Gord, how's it going?
I'm okay, buddy. How you doing?
I'm all right. World, hi. Thanks for listening. Thanks for telling your friends. Interesting story about you guys listening, because Captivate.fm was doing maintenance last night, so all our stats were at 0.
Yay.
And that sucked, because I was like, 0, that's not a good number. And then when I got to work at like 6 o'clock this morning, we had a whole bunch of downloads already. So that was fucking dope.
Very nice.
Like, as soon as I didn't even post the episode till about 3 a.m. And then by 6, we had a whole bunch of downloads. So you guys are spectacular. Thank you very much for being awesome.
I woke up this morning to the notification. Your episode has been downloaded. Yay.
Yeah, it took a long time. I don't know, because Captivate wasn't working.
Oh, motherfuckers.
It happens. And then Anchor wasn't working, but I think that was my computer. I still put us on Anchor because I like them. I was going to talk to you about demographics and stuff, and I don't have them in front of me now, but they're pretty interesting. We got a nice diverse group of people. We still haven't broken out of the 5 provinces, save for that one time we showed up in Halifax for like a day, and then we disappeared. We're still only in those 5 provinces. I got to get the rest of the country. Tell your friends in the rest of the country if they want a pen and a postcard and a sticker to listen to my damn show.
Yeah, we clearly we know that one that popped up, what was it, Winnipeg?
No, Halifax.
Halifax. That one that showed up in Halifax clearly was one of our regular listeners visiting. Passing
We are consistently BC, Alberta, Manitoba, Ontario, and Quebec. That's it.
That's it.
We never get once in Halifax for 5 minutes. It was probably some dude from Ashburn visiting.
Yeah.
Hi, Ashburn. 400 downloads in Ashburn we got one day. That's ridiculous. You guys are awesome. You're better than India. I'm kidding, India. You guys are dope, too. That's it. I don't know. I'm not going to bore you with much more about that crap. But send us your emails. What I need you guys to do is start writing in email, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever you want to do, and tell us stuff to review for you. We want to review stuff this year. And we want you to tell us what to review. Otherwise, I'm just going to review shit that I want to talk about. It's going to be like trees and buses and shit.
Sand glass.
Sand glass. I hate beach glass.
I love it.
I had a girlfriend who was all obsessed with collecting it all the time. We always had to do that, and it sucked, and I hated it.
Oh.
Just because I hated her.
So I love it. Just because you hated her had nothing to do with the act.
Rocks are cool. I'd go look for rocks. Just fuck sand glass. So just like bags of it. Like, fuck, what are you doing with all this? It's glass. It's sand glass. What the fuck is it for? I'm carrying around pounds of fucking glass.
My favorite thing about it is because you for the most part you got 3 colors: clear, green, and brown.
Well, yeah.
And those 3 are from beer bottles.
Well, you might get the occasional old 7-Up bottle in there.
Yeah, but for the most part,
Doubtful.
that's it.
Mostly beer.
You're collecting broken beer bottles. That's awesome.
Mostly beer. Yeah, and a lot of them aren't even like aged enough to be subtle.
Yeah.
It
still has part of the label on it.
Can I have that beach glass? I'm still drinking this one. Get away from me.
What the fuck is the matter with you? I'm not even on the beach. I'm in a bar. Can I have it?
It's not beach glass. Just because it's glass. She was dumb. I just saw a wedding picture of her, and I was like, what the fuck? Someone married her? Weird. Hi, Heather. She's not listening.
No. Safe bet.
Or she's not listening anymore, I bet. What's going on in the world? Texas is fucked. I can't even make a joke about that. Like, these poor bastards, they have no idea how to deal with this stuff. Like, 30 people have died. They got
It's
it
like
bad.
1 million people without power right now.
Yeah, for like 4 days. That
And the
sucks.
AOC is blaming them and their green plan for why it's happened.
Well, of course they are.
I thought that was quite heartless.
I want to know what sheriff, how's Harris County doing? I didn't get the chance to look into that. I didn't even. We got to look that up. How's Harris County? God, I didn't even think. I'm so worried about them. We should call our YouTube buddy. What was that guy's name? Mike.
Oh, fuck.
Mike Smith. Mike Smith with a Y.
Smith. Yeah.
Mike Smith with a Y. Mike Smith, I hope you're okay. I gotta look up Harris County. I'm very frightened. They might not be raping and beating people in prison.
I wonder if they're wearing masks while they do that, though.
Inmate dies 1 day after being hit by an officer at Harris County Jail.
Wow.
That was 5 hours ago.
Harris County, you never disappoint.
Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was crazy. The Harris County Jail Complex of the the largest in Texas. Oh, it's the largest in Texas. I didn't realize that.
Oh.
That's funny. Is Harris County a good place to live? Let's answer that. It's one of the best places to live. Of course. There's lots of bars and restaurants and coffee shops and parks, which you can't go to because you're all locked down.
That's right.
Actually, that's not true. Texas was very, very not locked down.
Yeah.
A lot of movie productions and stuff left California and went to Texas recently. A lot of TV shows. A lot of people won't be returning from Texas.
Yeah.
COVID's been very good for Texas. Because they're like, whatever. They're huge. They're a giant state. And they're like, fuck, we're outside. That's where you want to be. But not now, because it snowed and fucked you all over. But oh, you Christians. Every once in a while, you got something that just probably makes you feel like you're right. Like you didn't get the COVID that badly, so God punished you with snow. That sucks. You haven't had snow in like 30 years or something.
And bam, dumping.
That's what you get for not getting COVID. God hates everyone equally.
That's right.
That's maybe not true if he's not real. If he's real, it's totally true. Yeah. He does not like you. He doesn't like us. He apparently really must like stupid people because he made billions of them.
I'm starting to think that the whole free will thing wasn't supposed to happen with God. Like I think you were supposed to be stupid, and then all of a sudden a few of us got smart, and he's just like, oh.
We misinterpreted it. It was actually the Chinese had captured two guys named Will. And it was just a campaign to free will, and we all got, what? And we totally misinterpreted it.
Totally, yeah. Got lost in translation.
Even back when God was creating the earth, the Chinese were already wrongfully kidnapping Canadians. That's true. It's in the Bible. I think near the front.
I think somewhere near the beginning. And China said free will. What? Okay.
Free will. Free Willy. Michael Madsen was in Free Willy. Fuck, who did he owe money to? My God. That's hilarious. Disney paid some hooker off or something.
Yeah, no doubt.
You always know when
man.
when some cool actor got in trouble because he shows up in a Disney movie.
Yeah, yeah. The ones you never expect to ever see in a Disney movie, all of a sudden they're in one. Yeah, they're paying off a debt.
Some of them lucked out, like Eddie Murphy. He was with a transvestite prostitute, and then he got to do Shrek. So
Yeah.
that he doesn't have to work again for Shrek money. Shrek was ridiculous.
I was
Stolen
laughing
from-
because what was I fucking was watching a Disney movie the other day. The fuck was it? What was was it Brave? Yeah, the movie. I think it's the movie Brave.
I never saw that.
No, not Brave. The one's supposed to be based off of a true story. The Mulan.
Mulan.
Was
Well,
watching
it's
Mulan.
stolen from a true story.
Stolen from a true story, yeah. And I laugh because, like, in that movie there's this like little dragon that's like the sidekick that's supposed to be there to guide and help her, and it's Eddie Murphy literally playing the exact same role as he did in Shrek. Same
That's
voice
funny.
style, same it's the exact same character. Like, the only thing it's missing is just a big green thing to say, "That'll do, donkey. That'll do." That's the only thing it's missing.
The thing that's missing in my life is the fact that that movie was written for Chris Farley, and I would have loved to have seen what he would have done with it.
Oh, it would have been a completely different movie.
That would have been amazing. It would have been really, really good.
You think
as
it
one-
would have been as popular though?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
No, it would have been much sweeter and probably much funnier, not as childish,
Yeah.
not as charming. It would have been darker. The dark parts would have been a lot darker, and the funny parts would have been a lot funnier.
Yeah.
And I don't know, would have been interesting. I would have loved to see his cable guy too,
Oh my God.
because that was stolen from him while he was alive, and that sucks. Jim Carrey
Yeah.
just fucking sniped that role. And that sucked. That would have been such a good movie.
This cable
Apparently-
guy sucked.
Well, they made it with him.
Yeah.
Like, the movie was made, and then they remade it with Jim Carrey and told Farley to pounce in. And it didn't suck completely, but it just would have been so much more interesting. I think, I know.
I love the concept of the movie. I just didn't like the way the whole movie. I mean, mainly because I don't like Matthew Broderick as an actor. I don't think he's a good actor.
Oh.
I just he bugs. He did Ferris Bueller, and he's done nothing good since then.
Oh, you big fat liar. Go
What else
watch
has he done?
Election. Have you seen
I
Election?
forgot about that movie. Okay.
Election is
Great
fucking
movie.
amazing.
Great
Reese Witherspoon gets a pass in life for that. I forgive her for Legally Blonde. Actually, Legally Blonde was kind of funny. Selma Blair. She made out with Sarah Michelle Gellar. Makes her my favorite dude on earth. Anyway, not an actor show, or a movie show, I guess. I don't know. That's what it's turning into. It always turns into a movie show when I have nothing to talk about. Hey, speaking of movies, I downloaded. There's a Billie Eilish documentary, all about Billie Eilish, and it's only on like Apple TV.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck that shit. I went and downloaded me some Apple TV last night. I'm watching some Billie Eilish on my Apple TV on my Mac, on my not Mac computer. So I got a 7-day free trial after a lot of finagling. And the fucking movie doesn't start until next week.
Oh.
I was like, damn it. So I just
Bad
saw a couple of
timing.
trailers. Yeah, I should have probably looked into that first.
Did you hear about there's a documentary coming out. It's like a docu-series on Takeshi 6ix9ine, that rapper who was in jail for a whole bunch and literally just rolled on anybody and everybody. Labeled as the very definition of a rat. But the guy who did the documentary, now, although he openly admits when he did the docu-series, he never met Takeshi. He never interviewed him. Takeshi is not directly a part of the series. But all the clips were taken from like unreleased, like prison videos and prison interviews and all types of sort of stuff. And basically, this director is just talking about how much of a deplorable human being. That's a direct quote. Deplorable human being he is. I mean, he's just the most garbage human being on the planet. Has zero morals, no ethics. Just
What, for being a rat?
No, it's not just for that. It's for the way he is, like just the way he talks about people, just everything he does is calculated. He is nothing about his image is who he is. Like he's created this image of somebody. And all people think
that's
that
all
when
celebrities.
he releases video. Well, and that's the funny thing. Like you're reading about it, and I'm thinking that's pretty much absolutely every, not just celebrity. That's pretty much almost everybody who releases a tremendous amount of shit on social media. That's everybody. Nobody's showing their real life, you know.
Well, no, of course not.
That's why we have our show, because we do.
Yeah, my Facebook is fucking boring as shit.
Yeah, ditto.
But it's real.
Yeah.
It's mostly just podcast stuff and little videos of myself that I make and enjoy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what? He's a character, big fucking deal. And the other thing, if he's gonna make,
just a horrible person though.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Of course he is. He's famous. All famous people are terrible. And just if it's gonna make my time in the joint easier, I'm fucking rolling on everybody for everything. Just so you guys know. If it gets me a fluffier pillow or no ass sex or whatever, then yeah, you're all going down. So better hope I don't go to prison.
I'm right fucked if you go to jail.
You haven't done anything wrong that I can prove.
I'll stick with that.
But yeah, anybody like, fucking whatever. I'm in jail for a long period of time and it's gonna suck, but it could be better if you join me. You're fucking coming in, buddy. That goes for all y'all.
You're all gonna be part of this motherfucker.
If it makes it easier on me, I have no problem sharing it with you. That's just smarts. That's not ratting. That's smarting.
I have something that I think you should look this up while I'm talking about it to verify it. I've seen it on multiple different things. It's really making the rounds right now.
I got my Harris County story up right now.
Well,
anyway, okay, yeah, keep going.
Okay. A New York City public school, it says the East Side Community High School, the principal, Mark Fetterman, he sent out a survey to white parents asking them to identify their level of whiteness. And they've made a listing of the 8 white identities and what each one is. So I have the list here.
What are the 8 white identities?
Okay. So it goes from the worst to the most woke. So on the worst side, it starts with the white supremacist.
Oh,
right?
Clearly.
Their definition here on that is clearly marked white society that preserves, names, and values white superiority. Okay?
Sure.
The next, as you're getting away from the worst, white voyeurism. This is wouldn't challenge a white supremacist, desires non-whiteness because it's interesting, pleasurable, seeks to control the consumption and appropriation of non-whiteness, fascination with culture, example, consuming black culture without the burden of blackness.
Yeah, I'm getting a little tired of that accusation, but sure.
So basically, if you're a white person that listens to rap music, you are one step away from being a white supremacist.
Yeah. Well, it's that quote that's been going around. It got real big recently. I forget who originally said it. There's actually disputes on who originally said it, but the quote is, everyone wants to be a nigger until it's time to be a nigger.
Yeah. Yeah.
On that horribly racist podcast I did on YouTube, where it was just they wanted me on so they could attack the white guy. A girl dropped that on me. The one that was just insanely racist, but wouldn't admit it. But everything she said was horribly anti-white. And then she did break down, and finally I got her to admit she just wants money. Where's my check? I want money. So anyway, that was her big accusation about that kind of stuff. And like, that accusation gets thrown out way too commonly. Like,
yep.
I think we've all been accused of it. Well, you did it, so you can't really argue. But I completely disagree that that's going on as much as people want other people to believe it is.
Yeah,
I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. Sorry, keep going.
Know.
Number 3.
So number 3, white privilege. So if you're listed under the white privilege, you may criticize supremacy, but a deep investment in questions of fairness, equality under the normalization of whiteness and the white rule, sworn goal of diversity.
Okay, yes. But I don't encourage it, and I don't like it, and I wish it didn't happen, but it does. If I had my way, it wouldn't, but it does, and I don't control it. So
I can't stop it.
No, I can't. Like, I wonder what would happen if you did. You're like, wait a minute, are you just doing this because I'm white? Don't do it. That would cause so much shit with in your life.
Yep.
So yeah, it definitely, sure. I guarantee there is white privilege. Sure, absolutely. Not so much in Canada because there's not really that much disadvantage in Canada.
No, exactly.
But
pretty even across the board here.
But sure, it exists. You know, when we had David Wright on the show, and he was talking about how, you know, if we walk down the street, we're probably going to live. If he walks down the street, it's 50-50 if a cop stops him.
Yeah.
That's true. That's white privilege. Do I benefit financially? No. Do I not go to jail as much? Yes. Are they making up crimes that aren't crimes and then just prosecuting colored people? No. That's stupid.
Oh, man.
What's number 4?
Number 4, white benefit. That is sympathetic to a set of issues, but only privately. Won't speak or act in solidarity publicly because benefiting through whiteness in public. Some POC are in this category as well.
Yeah,
that's color.
I get the COVID people DMing me on Facebook like, I totally agree with you, but I can't say so.
So any black person that doesn't agree with everything on this list, they are white benefit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense.
That makes perfect sense. This sounds ridiculous. Next one is white can... Yeah.
I love that it's all or nothing. Like, it's like, you have to agree with everything or you're fucking one of them.
Yeah.
It's like, no, why can't I agree with part of it? Like, and you agree with some of it and we don't. We just fucking this bullshit.
Yeah, absolutely. White confessional, number 5. That is, some exposure of whiteness takes place, but in a way of being accountable to people of color after. They seek validation from people of color.
Okay. Are we talking like J-Rock or like from Trailer Park Boys? He's seeking validation that way, or just like...
No, he's white voyeurism.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, he is one. J-Rock is one step away from being a white supremacist, according to them, because he uses their image without, because he's not black, so he's using their image, knowing that he is not going to be treated the same way as a black person would.
Yeah, you know, it's like they did to Robert Downey Jr. with Tropic Thunder, and he was doing the blackface to show how bad doing the blackface was and how stupid it was, and he was that character to show the absurdity of that character, and he still ate shit for it.
Yeah.
Like, you can't do blackface. He's like, but I was doing blackface to show the world that you can't do blackface. And they're like, you just can't do blackface. It's like, fuck off.
Fuck off is right. Oh, man. Number 6, white critical. So white critical is take on board critiques of whiteness and invest in exposing, marking the white regime. Refuses to be complicit with the regime. Whiteness speaking back to whiteness.
I do that all day long. Every time something goes wrong, I'm like, fucking white people.
Right?
I've been doing that for years. Sometimes I get funny. Sometimes I get a laugh. Sometimes I get terrible glances.
You just never know.
On the res, it was always funny. Got me out of a lot of jams, actually.
No doubt it would have.
Eric, what are you doing? I don't know. Fucking white people. You're okay.
You're okay by my books. Have a smoke.
Have a spam sandwich. Love their spam. Fried spam. Anyway, okay, so we got, what, 2 more?
2 more. So number 7, white traitor. Actively refuses complicity, names what's going on, intention is to subvert white authority and tell the truth at whatever cost, need them to dismantle institution.
That is Eric and Gord in a nutshell right there.
Kind of.
I'm constantly trying to thwart white authority. If there was some other authority that wasn't white in my life on a regular basis, I would be thwarting that authority.
That's right.
But it just tends to be white people because I work in weird, like, white retail settings.
Not much you can do about that, though.
But you just described us fully. I tell the truth at all costs. Absolutely.
Yeah. But you're only allowed to tell the truth as long as it's against white people.
Oh, fair. Yeah, absolutely.
No, we're not allowed to speak the truth about anything else. Only white people.
That's what makes me the blackest of the Jews.
Oh, man.
That's how I identify.
That's how I identify. Number 8, so the most woke out of the group is the white abolitionist. They are the ones that are changing institution, dismantling whiteness, and not allowing whiteness to reassert itself.
So are they tanning like 18 hours a day? Just in their tanning booth trying to get the white off?
Yes, and probably every time you walk down the street, you have to hand over all your belongings and money to a black person and apologize to them.
That's fair. That makes sense.
So, that makes sense.
You should probably do that anyway, guys. Just so you know. Part of the pay it forward thing, just don't buy them a coffee. Just fucking give them all your shit and say you're sorry.
Oh, fuck.
That would be a really funny movement to do. Shit, I get in trouble talking about it, but if everyone just did that, if everyone just every day walked up to every black person you found and just started handing them all your shit, I'm sorry, and just see how long it takes before they just fucking lose their minds. Just keep inundating them every day. We're so sorry, you're right. You should get reparations for everything all the time. Here, take all my stuff. No, take my stuff. Just forcing them at gunpoint to take all your stuff. There, now you have everything. How much better is your life now? It wouldn't be much.
It wouldn't be. It wouldn't make a lick of difference.
That would be a good trick. We should have done that to native people a long time ago. I didn't. Who's talking? Shut up.
What I love about this thing is they're saying that the administration has embraced anti-bias training. Well, sounds to me like this entire thing is pretty biased. Just saying. Yeah. Across the board, with staffers forced to attend slideshow presentations denouncing the current culture's paternalism and power hoarding, while getting sued over Carganza's alleged creation of an environment which is hostile towards white people.
Wait, what? So this, I don't get it. So now it's bad to be against Whitey?
Well, this Carenza, this is let me see here. So the dissemination of Hesse's literature to parents comes as the DOE and schools chancellor Richard Carenza have pushed to eliminate what they call current administrators' white supremacy culture. So it just seems like it's a direct confront. Like it just seems like it's just written right against everything that I was just reading.
That's exactly what my question is. Like, wait a minute, you just did a total fucking 180 right there.
Yeah, but that's exactly how it was fucking written.
Which I guess makes perfect sense. Like, you have to hate Whitey. Whitey's bad, but you can't hate Whitey. Whitey's good.
Well, it says here that if you find this hostile or unnerving, it's because you are fearing the loss of power and advantage that your skin color has afforded you.
Oh, you're absolutely right. That's why I find it hostile. Fuck you. Find it hostile because it's fucking offensive to accuse me of any of that shit. Any one of those 8 things, you can stick all 8 of them up your honky ass because I don't do them. And I'm not afraid of losing anything. I'm afraid of people like you spreading this shit and creating racism where it doesn't exist. Making reverse racism, which I'll just use the term just to be clear, even though it doesn't exist. It's not reverse racism. Racism both ways. It's just fucking racism.
It's just racism.
Reverse racism would be not racist.
I can't believe that that's something that people are going to directly argue with you. And it's reverse racism it's reverse. What's the reverse of being racist? It's being not racist.
I have been told point blank.
It's a different race.
I've been told point blank on several occasions that only white people can be racist.
It just makes no sense. Clearly these people do not know what the definition of racism is.
No.
Like, at all.
That's a racist statement, by the way. When you say only white people do something, that's racist of you to say you're being racist against my race, which nobody gives a fuck. And I get why you don't give a fuck, and it's okay to not give a fuck. I'm on your side on that. White people have nothing to bitch about.
No.
But you gotta just
fucking. I love that fucking art. But how come we don't get a fucking special month, and how come white people don't get parades? Oh, shut up.
Because we've had a parade for 350 years. It's been our parade. We have our special month. It was every month when we owned people. We already had it.
There's so many proper arguments against this type of bullshit that's your losing argument. Like, you bring that up specifically just to lose. Like,
Well, I've been saying since November when the primaries started and election season started, I said, wait until Biden gets in and watch how racist shit gets. And look, it's been half the conversation the whole time. Half COVID, half racist. That's all we're getting out of him. And Trump's got to be impeached.
Yep.
Fuck off. Impeach the whole goddamn government.
Absolutely. It's just
so
that's going on.
That was
that's
enlightening.
in New York High School. So there you go.
New York, you never cease to amaze me with your weirdness. It's just a weird fucking place.
Right now, I will never, ever apologize for being fucking born white. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, I won't apologize for how I'm born. I'll apologize for white people being shitty. Sure, we were shitty.
I'll apologize for white people being shitty. I will not apologize because I am white.
I didn't choose it.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have if I had a choice. I would have gone with like purple or something. Let's be honest.
Neon green. I want to glow.
I'd look just like your guitar if I had the choice. Right? Your Flying V.
My Flying V.
But I didn't have a say in it. If I did, I would just be bright fucking neon green.
Yep.
Or like a really weird
naked everywhere.
Or a weird dark like puke brown. So I just look gross. Or blue like the X-Men chick. That'd be dope too.
That'd be cool.
Probably wouldn't have a body like her though. no matter how hard I try.
So there's this other story that's just come out of the UK.
My K? I don't have a K.
You're about to. The UK. I would love to talk to. What's his name? Is it Alex?
Yeah, Alex. We will be talking to him next month.
Yes. So in the UK, the government they're doing it's a government-backed study. It's called the Human Challenge Study, and they're taking 90 people between the ages of 18 and 30, and they are going to directly expose them to COVID.
Seems like a great idea.
In a safe and controlled environment, and they're basically just going to study them. They're going to study what happens. They're going to study how it spreads, and they're going to be injecting them they'll be exposing them with the lowest amount of virus needed to cause an infection. So they're not going to like blast them with it. Just going to give them a little bit.
That's a lie, by the way. They're going to give you a ton. They're just trying not to scare you.
Yep. So the Imperial College London's Chris Chiu, Chiu, the trial chief's investigator, he said that the aim of the initial work will be to understand how the virus infects people and how it passes successfully between us.
Haven't we been studying viruses since we were cavemen? Like, how do we not know this?
Well, the good thing is we have a vaccine against something that we still know nothing about, clearly. So that's the interesting thing.
So clearly that must work really well then.
So the participants are going to be exposed to the original first wave strain that's been circling in the UK since March 2020.
Well, that's the one to expose them to because the WHO, the head of the WHO, just said the vaccine won't work on the new one.
Oh, really?
Yep. So get them exposed to the old one because the vaccine doesn't work on the new variant.
And apparently, according to this anyways, because literally the very next sentence says the variant has been shown to be of low risk in healthy young adults.
Oh no, it's the worst.
It just spreads faster. That's the only thing that I've heard anything about it. It spreads faster, but I have yet to hear about it being any more deadly or anything else. I
read a story. It was like a first person, like an op-ed piece, like some lady wrote in about it. Her and her husband both had it. She was fine in 2 weeks, totally fine. He, on the other hand, was like 2 months of torture and hell, and this thing's hell, and we need to take it seriously, and blah, 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 blah. I don't buy it. I don't buy this long-term effect bullshit. I don't think it's happening, and I don't care. How do you know? How do you know what it's going to be in 10 years? Unless there's serious scarring to your tissue that they can tell that from.
Yeah.
But this lady, she chalked it up to all kinds of fucking amputation. Like, people have had to have amputations. I haven't heard that. She's making that up. What else did she say? Chronic fatigue forever was another symptom, she said. Like, you're just constantly tired all the time, which was a symptom. I remember them saying, like, that was one of the symptoms, was you're really tired. But she said, yeah, chronic fatigue forever. Like, she doesn't know if she'll ever get over it. Like, yeah, that's a nice way to never have to go to work again. You're a smart lady.
I'm always tired. That's it.
You should be a teacher with that kind of thinking.
The people in this study, they will be getting paid £88, which is $122 per day for the duration of the study.
That's cool. I'm in. Where do I sign?
Yeah, that would
I'll
be
do
great. And your whole thing starts before you even get into this and get the injection. They're all screened for possible health risks before being allowed to take part, and then they are kept in quarantine for close monitoring by medical staff for at least 14 days in a special unit before anything starts.
I think whoever came up with this idea is a special unit.
Oh, I agree. So there you go. So that's going on right now.
That's cool. One thing I do want to talk about that's going on right now. Mm-hmm. An inmate died in prison in Harris County.
Oh.
Literally yesterday. According to Harris County Sheriff's Office, the officer struck the inmate in self-defense. Houston police are investigating. On Tuesday about 6:45 p.m., a detention officer was attacked by an inmate. The officer told investigators he struck the inmate, a man in his early 20s, in self-defense, causing him to fall to the floor. On Wednesday, the inmate was found unresponsive in his cell. He was taken to an area hospital where he was pronounced dead at 1:30 this afternoon.
Well then.
Huh.
He probably tripped and fell.
That is crazy. That's Harris County for you. This shit happens every day in Harris County. But like, you think this officer struck him once in self-defense and then he just died? I think there's more to it. I think officers might not be telling the whole story. Let me give you.
Go ahead.
Let me give you a tip. What the fuck?
What?
What the hell was that?
What
Did
was
you
it?
hear that?
Yeah.
So commercial just came out of nowhere.
That's weird.
A commercial for sound isolation technology, which is funny because I'm building a vocal booth at the moment. It's a good thing that they're not spying on us.
Thank God for that.
What the fuck was I saying now? You screwed me all up, stupid commercial. And I want to hear what you had to say because I want to know my sound isolation technology.
The Harris County thing.
Yeah, I know. I forget where I was going with it, though. I had something to say. I don't remember. Oh, yeah, cops. I was talking to the cops. Hey, cops. Harris County cops and all cops who happen to be listening. The shit's going to come out. You might as well just confess now.
Yep.
Because it's going to come out. It always does. And you all look just so much worse when it does. Just, if you did something wrong, say so now. We'll be much more forgiving than 6 weeks from now when the truth comes out in court. So, just admit it. Save us the time.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. This is very similar to, I sent you this like a while ago. On the morning of November 26th in 2020, the OPP, this is here in Toronto, the OPP were called to this area for a domestic dispute involving a firearm. They were told that a 33-year-old man had allegedly abducted his infant son, put the kid in the car, and took off. Cops chased. Big confrontation between 3 officers and the man, and then the gunfire erupted. Now, the gunfire as this has all come out now, the gunfire was only from the cops. So the cops shot into the vehicle and ended up shooting and killing the guy's 1-year-old baby.
Yeah, of course.
And the cops initially that did the shooting said, "Oh, there was a gun. He had a gun, and the gun was on the baby, and he had the gun, and we didn't have a choice." There was no gun.
Yeah, no, there's never a gun.
Never was a gun. So the SIU got involved, and yep, the result from that investigation was that the baby was shot by fucking cops. There was no gun.
You know what happened to the cops? They probably got therapy. You better go to therapy because you have PTSD now from shooting a baby.
Yeah.
Cops
I'm
who
just
do
trying to
shit like
find
this
out.
need to get thrown in jail.
I know that the other 3, the other ones involved in this, they were given desk jobs.
How is that punishment? I never understood that. Oh, you did something horribly despicable. We'll give you some easier work indoors where you don't have to deal with anything.
And just so you know, I don't know if this is in Canada-wise, but at least in Ontario, it's important to note that officers that are the subject officers, the one that are being questioned about this, they are under no legal obligation to speak with the SIU.
No.
But may do so if they choose to.
Yeah.
That's fair. That makes perfect sense. Because,
Well, it's
Why would you want them to know?
It's the
They don't
same
need
thing.
them to
Like
talk.
you can't be forced to incriminate yourself. Basically, is that rule? We all have that right. We all have the right, the right to remain silent. We absolutely do. It usually works against you very, very badly. Because when you remain silent, they just make up shit about you.
Yeah. And since you're staying quiet, you ain't defending yourself.
Exactly. I think they count on it sometimes.
So, yeah. So that happened.
Cops are deuces.
Yeah. No getting away from that.
I was going to get a little more Harris County going on there, but I had to shut the page down, and I'm scared to open it again.
Oh, shit.
Because the commercial might still be going. I'm not finished talking to you yet.
I have more to say on this. The U.S. has sold another $200 million in weapons to Egypt.
Good. That's good because you just sold the British just sold a bunch to the Saudis. So yeah, there's nothing going on in the Middle East this year. I'm crazy conspiracy guy. The British just sold $2 billion worth of arms to the fucking Saudis, and the Americans are arming the Egyptians. But I'm crazy conspiracy guy.
Yeah.
This is the fucking 1980s repeating themselves. We're going to get Iran-Contra back, which is cool. We'll get all those cool video games back, hopefully.
Yeah, cool.
But this is it's like starting over again. It's all the shit that like we were a little bit too young for. It's all happening again, so we all get to relive it. Black people hate us. We're going to wars that aren't ours to fight. We have no idea what the fuck is going on with our politicians. This is fucking Nixon and Vietnam all over again.
Yep. You ain't fucking lying, my friend.
Good thing we always learn our lessons.
This is just insane.
The first one was the war to end all wars, you idiots. And yet we're moving on to number 3 here.
Oh, this is just insane. I don't even know what to say about it.
It's everything America does. And really, the world just follows suit with what America does.
Yeah.
And it's just fucking, it's like the war on drugs. We're just going to keep pounding it and pounding it. It never does anything. It solves nothing. But we got to keep going.
Whatever we do, don't admit we're wrong. Whatever you do.
That is the cardinal rule.
That's it.
Not don't be wrong.
No.
Don't admit you were wrong.
Don't admit. Never, ever admit.
Plead the fifth. You can't plead the fifth in Canada, but there you can just plead the fifth. I plead the fifth.
Canada, you just don't have to say anything.
Yeah, but we don't really have a
No.
plead the fifth kind of a situation. I think really they'll just hold you in a holding cell until you give up and confess to something.
Yeah. Doesn't matter what you confess to, as long as it's something. I spilled milk on the lunch lady. Okay, that's good enough. Thank you.
It's good enough. You're going to Russia. What?
You're going to Russia. What? the hell? Oh, man. Mount Etna, and I think that's in Italy. It has erupted.
Good.
Now, it is one of
It'll
the
melt the
world's
snow.
most... I think that mountain is the only thing not covered in snow right now. Now, it is one of the world's most active volcanoes.
Yes.
But the villagers nearby, they're saying it's no big deal. Quote, we've seen worse.
Yeah.
I just love that. We're not worrying at all. It's no
No.
big deal.
Well, they just went through
it's
COVID worse than anybody, so.
Yeah.
Little
It's just
volcano's not
raining
going to scare
ash
them
and
now.
Lava rocks down and lava's flowing out. It's no big deal. It's not COVID. It's fine.
How shitty was your life back in the day that's where you stayed? Like, what? The first time that happened, I'd be like, kids, we're going. Pack up your shit. We're not living here. That big mountain keeps spewing lava on us. We're moving somewhere. But these people stay in that area, and they're like, no, it's fine. It's like the fucking guys that live with the Komodo dragons, and they get bit every year. And they're dead from the Komodo. Don't live where the Komodo dragons are, you retards. How hard is that? Don't live at the base of a fucking active volcano. And then complain when your house gets burned down. Fucking hell.
This
weird.
volcano. This is a neat one. So it's
like I always love that old guy at Mount St. Helens who's like, I'm not leaving my house. And you wanted to. There's that movie about him. There's like a whole documentary around the guy who refused to leave his house when Mount St. Helens was erupting, and he died because the volcano wiped out his fucking house. Not a happy ending, not a heroic dude. Everyone's like, you have to leave your house.
I'm taking a stand. I got a garden hose.
Holy fuck, is our delay that bad? Our delay is that bad. We're going to take a little break here, kids. I got a text cord here. How do I do it? I love that you're just coming through with that now. No, your garden hose never can. In case you got... Oh, good. I stopped talking like 5 minutes ago. Oh, and is there no delay now? Oh, okay, I thought you were hearing me. But I guess not, because you're not responding. Good. This is fun. I love how the internet decides when our show is over. Well, we'll take a little minute break. If it doesn't come back, we'll call it a night. Okay. Nope, you're gone totally. And we just officially lost Gord. So I'm going to hang out for a minute, see if he comes back. And if he does not, we will call that the end of the show. It's a shitty way to end the show. I really wish the internet were better to us. I don't understand why it is what it is for us. We've tried everything. But we'll do the best we can. Sucks that we pay in Canada such a ridiculous amount for internet, and it's no better than anywhere else, apparently. That's very disappointing. But it's a good chance for me to brush up on doing the show by myself, which I'm sure I'm not far away from having to do. He's still not coming back. I'm going to try to get in touch with him here on my phone. And if I can't get him back, I'll just do sound effects for the next hour or so. Okay, I'm trying to get through to him here on the messenger. And my phone wants to be a dick. I'm just going to keep drawing my picture, see what he says. He's responding right now, so this is exciting stuff. I'm sure you guys are loving listening to this. This is good podcasting. Okay, he's coming back on. He shut down his computer. That computer's a giant piece of shit, and he won't admit it. And you can tell him I said that, because he'll never listen to the show. So we'll wait. He'll be back in a second. In the meantime, I'm just gonna fuck around. See, what have I got for you? Oh, this isn't the one I wanted. I've got some. Are those not going to work for me now? That's great. That's good. Everything seems to be going really, really well right now. Very fun. I'm sorry, guys. I know how much this sucks. He's almost back. He was back for a minute.
How's that?
Oh, he looks like he's back.
Oh, Faye.
That's good stuff.
That's just exactly what we want.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it always is.
Here's what I say to that, just for no reason at all. There you go.
Coconut afro.
That was, yeah, that's how I feel about what just happened. I told everyone that your computer sucks.
Yeah. Yep. I got nothing to defend that with.
I don't know if it's your computer or what it is. That'd be funny if this whole time it was always your computer. Like, it was never my shitty phone back in the day.
It's always me.
That would be so funny. I'd like to find that out.
Oh, I don't want to find that out.
That'd be hilarious. Oh, yeah. Telecommunications, like the CRTC just pipes up. Oh, yeah, it was Gord the whole time. We love your show.
We listen all the time.
That'll be the same day we find out, like 15 years from now, we're all old and decrepit and worried about COVID, and we find out that like those trucks totally were following you the whole time.
Oh.
Oh yeah, those trucks you saw circling, that was all you. That's why we disappeared right after you followed us.
Oh man, you know I have a fucking complaint with fucking Facebook right now.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
Oh, but this one's just like it's petty and dumb. But I hate when you're like reading a message from somebody, and you know as you're scrolling up to the message or whatever, and you accidentally click on some, all of a sudden you just end up clicking on a fucking emoji on it, and it's always a really inappropriate emoji that you click on.
Oh yeah, I send the best ones.
I literally just did that to a customer. Just messaged me. He goes, "Hey, I have this hatchet. Can you sharpen this?" And I was just flipping through it. I wanted to copy and paste the name so I could look up the name of the axe. And I end up clicking the sad face on it. I'm like, no.
Sad face. Man, I want
to
sharpen your hatchet. I do the big blue thumbs up on Messenger at the worst fucking times, all the time. Or the water gun. What the fuck does that even mean?
Yeah, the water gun, I just don't get it.
I don't know. It probably means something to someone young.
Oh, fuck. Hang on a second. Yeah, there we go. Okay. There we go. I got it back. Fuck me. What a pain in the ass. This fucking...
Oh, is this because you're reading news? Stuff, don't read news.
I had the next article up, but everything froze up on me.
Yeah,
not on the laptop. I had that up my phone, but I just looked up. My laptop froze.
Wow.
There we go.
Well, that's okay. It was a good short show.
There we go. Okay, I'm officially up and running. I'm good to go.
I don't believe you.
Get rid of that because I just talked about that fucking... I just got rid of that fucking... Etna. We're done with Etna. Who cares about that? There we go. Yay! I'm back up and running.
Etna.
Etna. Oh, weird fucking name, Etna.
COVID.
Oh, you know what happened today?
No, I don't. I worked hard.
That former Trump casino was demolished in Atlantic City.
Oh,
The one that they had they had a contest sort of thing where whoever donated the most money would be able to push the button to demolish it.
oh, cool.
My favorite thing about it is that they're saying, look, this has nothing to do with Trump and his policies or anything like that. We've been planning on demolishing this for a while. I just figured, well, what a way to make some extra money for the city if I could just, just put a little contest, see if anybody wants to spend some money to blow this thing up.
And did somebody?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Was it Trump? That would be hilarious if Trump did it. I bought it, bitches, and I'm not blowing it up. You're all fired.
Let me see here. The guy who did it, I think he spent $175,000
Jesus Christ.
was his bid.
That's insane. It must be to a charity or something, so that he can write it all off.
The money goes to something.
It goes to Trump.
It's just good. It's the thing they're not telling you. But that thing has been defunct for a long time now. Like, it's literally been falling apart for years. It's not like Trump actually hasn't owned that casino in a very long time.
Right.
So it's not like they just shut it down and said, that's it,
Yeah.
We're getting rid of Trump out here. That's not it. All you people saying that's what it is, no, it's not.
No, that's just how news works in America now. Is the Trump Taj Mahal, is that still a thing?
Yes, that is. Taj Mahal's still a thing.
I'm going to look that up.
This was the...
What was this one? Was it Atlantic City?
The Trump Plaza.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that was like the first one, wasn't it? I don't know. I don't know that. I don't have my Trump history down. I know he was a jackass.
It was a big deal when it first opened up. He had all the pay-per-view fights. Tyson fought there. It opened in 1984.
Yeah, that's old.
Yeah, it's old.
Who was just talking about him? Someone was just sharing stories about hanging out at the Playboy Mansion with Trump. Like Dennis Rodman or something like that.
That wouldn't surprise me. Oh, it officially closed in 2014, so it's been 6 years. That's when it officially closed.
Well, you're going to see a whole lot of Trump stuff officially closing.
Yeah, no denying that.
Oh, shit. I screwed that up. I can't wait till we stop talking about him. He's getting to be like COVID to me.
Yeah. Dumb and pointless conversation, really.
Really, hey, you know what, Trumpy? You gave us some good material for a couple of years, but it's time to back off. I got to start picking on Justin again.
I'm going to be interested to see if he, because we all know he's not going to fade away quietly.
Oh, no.
You know, so it'd be interesting to see what his next major move is going to be.
I think he just goes right back to the Apprentice.
Well, since the impeachment didn't go through, he will be running next election.
I don't know if he will. I think that could just be a lot of talk.
You don't think he will? It'll be interesting to see if he does.
I don't think he will. I think he's just fucking ruffling feathers right now.
It'll be interesting, anyways. I would. I
Oh,
don't
there
know.
we go.
I would like to see. I would just love to see what would actually happen. How he's going to handle this. How he's going to. I mean, we already know how he's presenting himself, so that doesn't matter.
Just a quick little brief overview here. The Trump Organization is a group of 500 businesses, of which Donald Trump is the sole or principal owner. 250 of these use the Trump name. The organization was founded in 1923 by his paternal grandmother, Elizabeth Trump. He began leading the company in 1971, renamed it in 73, and handed off leadership to his children in 2017 so that he could run for president. So 500 companies that he directly is the sole owner of. So he's not hurting. He's got a job somewhere.
Yeah.
He can always work for himself somewhere. So yeah, you're right. It will be interesting to see what he chooses to do. I think he'll be a thorn in everybody's side for a while. I think he'll probably start like some sort of lobby group or, just a reason to be at Congress all the time.
Yeah.
Just sitting in the back going, Pelosi!
Pocahontas.
Made you look.
Right.
Made you look. Mega. Mega. Mega, 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 mega.
Can you imagine?
I kind of want to do that.
Oh my
If
God,
he's
it's
doing
so
that, I'm
funny.
going with him.
If he's in the back, Biden.
Biden. Mega. I kind of want to do that with him. I think we should. Just be Eric and Gordon Trump.
Yeah.
I don't. Are they open like municipal hall meetings where you can just go? Like, are you allowed to go to Congress meetings? I wonder.
I don't know, to be honest. I don't know.
I would imagine probably not, because people would do that all the time.
I know my dad went to one once years ago, and when he got back, I'm like, I was young, I was kind of a kid, and I'm like, because we used to watch on the bad Canadian channel, we could watch the stuff going on in the House of Commons.
I love CPAC. I never get enough of that.
Was it always CPAC, even like 30 years ago?
Yeah, well, it's the
Or was
Canadian
it-
Political Action Channel or whatever.
Okay. Well, it made me laugh because I remember when he came back, and we're like, because like we're all talking about it as a family, like what was it like? But Dad's like, I never want to go there again. I mean, it's like, what do you mean? Dad? He goes, it's like a daycare center, but none of them are wearing diapers.
Yeah.
It's the funniest. He goes, it was embarrassing. It was so embarrassing. I'm like, wow, that's insane. Holy shit.
Oh, I really want to go now. Just do that. Justin!
Right. Justin.
I can't believe I lost. I found a picture of it, but I can't find the shirt. Where I had that shirt I wore it for months. And it's him with all his different haircuts since he got elected.
Yeah.
I can't find the shirt anymore, but I just found a picture of it, and it made me very, very happy. Oh, hey, here's something that happened on this day in history. Actually, yesterday in history, but a pretty neat one.
What's that?
On this day in history, I started feeling not very good 2 years ago. On yesterday, the 16th.
Yes, okay.
I started feeling like just a little bit off. And then I had a little pimple under my nose. And then I had fucking MRSA. Lovely for my. It's not Facebook. It's Google Photos sent me these lovely memories, and it's like, hey, you have memories to look back on. Is me just fucking swollen and like not the
Your
gross
face
ones I
was
showed you.
fucked. Your face was fucked.
Do you still have those pictures?
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't.
I'd have to do some serious checking.
But the ones Google sent me today were this, like the lead up to it, where I look kind of bad, and then there's one where you can tell I look fucking wrong because that shit came on like overnight, literally. I felt gross, and then the next day I wanted to fucking kill myself. But it was nice, nice of Google to bring that up. That was 2 years ago this week, so yay me. For those of you who are new to the show and don't know, I had MRSA, and it was terrible.
It was not good.
My favorite story is when Gord told his mom, because Gord didn't really know what MRSA was, and he's like, oh, Eric has MRSA, and she fucking lost her shit. That was cool.
It was a mess, man. That was insane, you going through all that. That was insane.
It was good times. I'm trying to find that fucking picture now, and I can't find anything on this phone. I gotta get rid of this phone. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, that's a good one. I'll send you this one. Oh my god, it's actually kind of hard to look at because I just remember what it felt like. Now I fucked it all up. Hang on. Anyway, this isn't a topic. This isn't what you guys want to listen to. Me going through my photos. That's not fun. Here's a good one I should send you too. I fell asleep on the bus today and managed to take a picture of myself sleeping.
No, really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I don't know how I did that. I wish I could do it all the time. Okay, where did those go?
That's really funny.
How did that work? Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, massive snow in Vancouver 2 years ago too. That's a nice picture of snow. There's the one. I gotta send this to you. I will post this on our website, ladies and gentlemen, and you can see how happy and good I looked. Excuse me.
You know, since we were discussing while you're doing that, since we were discussing on what happened on this day, remember the other day when I mentioned about the in 1996 that Gary Kasparov, whatever, got beat by Deep Blue?
Yes.
The first game? Well, on today, in 1996, they did the final game in which he won.
Oh, crazy.
So there you go. He won the match 4-2.
That's nuts. So he beat Deep Blue.
Yes.
Or Deep Blue beat him.
No, he beat Deep Blue.
I see.
Did six matches. He won 4 of them.
Well, there you go.
However, Deep Blue did go on to defeat him in a heavily publicized rematch the following year.
I see.
So that happened.
Deep Blue was kind of shallow, I think.
Got a little arrogant.
I'm just saying.
Oh, man. Also speaking of, you actually made a reference to this earlier. On this day in 1979, China invades Vietnam.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah. So right after the U.S. was invading them, China said, fuck you, we're in.
I'm going to see if I can put these all together for you and send them to you. It's really funny because these are all on the same day.
Oh, shit.
So it starts in the morning, and I've got a big, huge fucking shit-eating grin on my face, and then it goes right to the evening. I'm wearing headphones, and I'm smiling. I think I was trying to do a film thing for us. Like I was doing like a commercial thing or something. I'll try sending a messenger. That might be the easiest way.
Probably, yeah.
I sent you the worst one through Google Photos because we're connected that way.
Yes, that one I'll still have somewhere.
Send. Okay, there you go. Mm-hmm. You got the progression all the same day from the start of the day till the end.
Perfect.
And I'll post them on our website, ericgord.com, kids, so you can see them too.
Look at the progression. You start off so happy.
Yeah, and then the last one, my face is all red and fucking swollen. And that wasn't even, that was just getting started.
And you like age by like 20 years by that last photo.
I'm all happy, my headphones on. The last one, my hat's all crooked, and I'm just like, old man. That sucked. That was the worst. It hurt so bad.
Yeah.
My whole body hurt. My legs felt broken. My all-time favorite story that came from that was when I told the nurses at the hospital, because I wasn't allowed to stay at the hospital, I'm like, my legs feel broken. Could you please, like, at least get me a taxi voucher so I could get home? And she brought me some aspirin and a cane. I love that.
Thanks.
That's Canadian free healthcare for you.
That's it in a nutshell.
Not even like morphine or anything, just aspirin. Tylenol.
I was given 4 pills when I broke my foot. And I think they were Tylenol 3s.
Yeah. Well, they wouldn't even they drew a line on me and said, if it goes past this line, you're dead, so don't bother coming back. And they didn't give me anything then. I'm like, really? You just said I'm going to die? I can't have a pill? I'm going to die? Like, give me some fucking something good. And then during that time, just to add insult to injury, because doctors are awesome, that's when I got a false positive for HIV.
That's right.
That was great. That just helped everything feel even better. Oh, good. I literally want to rip my face off. My mouth is so swollen I can't eat. And I've got AIDS. This is a good week for me.
Chalk this one up to one of those weeks that's just nothing but aces for me.
And then, of course, with my all-star winning family, I'm like, hey, family, yeah, I've got HIV. And then it turns out, no, I didn't. So great. Now Eric's the little fucking liar that everyone thinks he is. Fantastic.
Eric's an attention whore.
Thank you, Vancouver fucking St. Paul's Hospital. Making memories together, me, you, and Gord. It doesn't feel like 2 years ago. It really doesn't. That's hard to believe.
That's crazy.
It's crazy that we're coming up on season 4 of this show, which is 3 solid years of recording. 3 years of almost every day we've done this for you people. And we've got 2 emails and 1 review. And it was a bad review.
It was spectacular.
That's not true. We did get a good review. It just wasn't on Apple. We got a really nice one from a guy that totally unrelated to us. But yeah, come on, you guys. 3 years. 3 years. 4 seasons almost. We are at episode 299 today. Our 300th episode will be Sunday.
Yeah.
Ideally with some guests, I'm hoping. 300's a big deal.
It is.
That's 10% of Adam Carolla because he just celebrated his 3,000th.
And he's been doing it for how long?
This is his 12th year, I believe. 11th, 12th year.
There you go.
But he's making money off it. I saw a great interview with Joe Rogan last night on his podcast where he was talking about how he would never join a streaming service and he would never let a streaming service own his show. Especially not something like Spotify. And then, that was just 2 years ago. He said that. No, I won't let them stream me. I don't let them stream me. I control my shit.
2 years, that's all it took.
Yeah, he was talking with, what's his name? Everlast.
Oh, okay.
Everlast put out a new album, apparently. I had no idea. I thought he disappeared. Then you really might know what it's like. Yeah, he was telling Everlast.
That's how guy who was part of the Ice-T's fucking syndicate posse.
He was.
Started
and
off
then
as a rapper.
went on to House of Pain.
Went on to House of Pain after that, and then really fucking hit massive success. I mean, like, House of Pain was really successful.
Oh, yeah.
But
they put on their shit kickers and kicked some shit.
That's right. That is right.
And then that Whitey Ford album was gigantic for him.
Oh, huge.
And then
His
apparently,
voice changed so much.
yeah, well, apparently in his new one, he says it's his best album ever. It was 2018. I don't know it. I might actually check it out, but he says he really melded the two personalities together. His genre from like he took his whole life's work and built it into one cohesive personality, kind of.
Oh, that's cool.
Be interesting to check out. He's a very interesting guy. Doesn't have a lot of nice things to say about the music business, but nobody does right now.
Oh, shit. How about that? I had no idea whatever happened to him.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's still kicking around.
Still kicking around. With his shit kickers.
Well, look at that fucking Body Count, biggest album of 2020. Like, who knew?
Yeah. Ice-T did.
Yeah, well, Ice-T, he probably did, yeah.
That's all he talked about.
Um,
You want to know something neat?
yeah, I do.
On this day in 1972, the Volkswagen Beetle overtook the Model T as the world's best-selling car.
Wow.
15,007,034 Volkswagen Beetle came off the line, breaking the world car production record held for more than 4 decades by Ford Motor Company's iconic Model T.
That's good, because we didn't have enough reasons to not like Germany.
There's that one.
You kind of maybe wanted to keep that one to yourselves, guys. We were just starting to like you again.
Nah, you hate it again. You're gonna have to deal with that.
Wow. And now I think it's still the Civic every year.
Yeah. Isn't the Civic also the most stolen vehicle
Oh, probably.
on the planet?
But that's only that just makes sense because everyone fucking owns one.
Yeah.
They're literally everywhere. That's why they're the most stolen. It's not like it doesn't speak to anything about their car. It's just there's 400 million more of them than every other car. So
Yeah,
that's the one
exactly.
people are going to steal because it's the closest one. That's how car theft usually works. You steal the one that's close and open.
Yeah. And it's got the cheapest parts to fix anything.
It's not like Gone in 60 Seconds. That shit doesn't really happen. People just steal the close one, the easy one.
Yeah. It's true.
And Angelina Jolie doesn't look like any of them, just so you know.
Yeah, it's very true.
That was fake too.
I find this little next one here kind of humorous. On this day in 1915, the German Zeppelin L4 crash lands into the North Sea. I don't think any of those Zeppelin ships, I don't think any of them ever lasted.
They were not a good idea. Well, yeah, it's a giant hydrogen bomb. How did you think that was going to be a good thing to fly around in? What a scary thing. I can't believe people went in those.
I know.
You want me to what now? What's that filled with?
It was a highly flammable, explosive gas. Perfect.
It's like a hot air balloon, but you can't escape. Oh, good. That sounds fun.
You can't even jump out of it because you're locked inside.
And you just melt. Oh, God.
Oh, the horror, as they say.
Not a way I would want to go.
Last thing I have that's any bit of interesting here is in 1801, Thomas Jefferson was elected the third U.S. president.
Oh, cool. And then when was he impeached?
Never.
Oh, I thought that was just a thing. I thought that was a thing they did.
No. Apparently not. Only lately.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. So there you go.
There we go. That was fun. That was good. I think that's a good point to say goodnight. You sound like you're getting tired.
I am actually getting desperate to go back to the bathroom.
I understand. I knew that heavy breathing was something.
Yep.
He either needs to get food or get rid of food. Either way, back off. that's it for the week, kids. That's our Wednesday extravaganza. Send us your emails and join us on Sunday. We'll have a guest of some sort. Until then, take care of each other. And Gord's ass.
Yeah, pray for my ass, please. And pray for the toilet.
Pray for the toilet. We'll have a benefit show. I'll call Bono.
Yeah, he'll show up. That'll be good.
All right, buddy. Good night.
All right, stop recording. I gotta go.
Probably should have stopped 5 minutes ago.
Loved what you've heard on this week's episode? Well, the answer is simple. It would mean the world to us if you could head over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review and feedback. Spreading the word really is the best way to grow our podcast and achieve even greater things. Thank you.
Please be advised that this podcast is meant for educational and informational purposes only and is in no way a replacement for legal or medical advice. The opinions contained within are solely those of the interviewers and interviewees and should be received as so. Those seeking help or advice are encouraged to obtain professional legal and medical services.